pretty quickly.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for waiting. Welcome to Fact House Office Hours, where we'll be answering all your questions about our Fact House in the next 30 minutes. We welcome all technical and non-technical questions. If this is your first time here, my name is Vanessa. I'm one of the Fact House community managers. And here is my guest, Qinyu. Qinyu, do you want to introduce yourself? Hi, everyone.
Hey
Thanks for waiting.
everybody,
Welcome to Fact House Office Hours, where we'll be answering all your questions.
what happened?
That's okay.
Yeah,
Technical.
that's mimicking what Vanessa is here. Yeah, I'm an AI. Anyway, I'm your old friend Qingyu, and today I'm helping with some of the question here. So let's be technical here. Technical because my title is Technical Community Manager, so I'm gonna only answer technical questions. I will handle other like non-technical question to Vanessa to help.
What if they start asking you personal questions? Could you answer that?
Oh, no, technical only.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I think because we're a few minutes late, let's get right to it. First question is from Go Guanhua, or a lot of you guys might know him as Game Plus 40. And his first question is, can you walk through the raycasting setup section of the Water Blaster template? Just the part on the raycasting.
Yeah, so for this question, actually a heads up, though we're currently working on template tutorials just for this template because we know a lot of people curious to use this template, but also realizing we actually lack of tutorial right now. So that template we're working on, and also potentially we can also invite the template engineer and go on live to talk about how to use this template in depth. But I'm gonna just show you guys pretty quickly on like the raycasting part because personally I'm being played with the game. As you may notice that how it works is basically you click on a like you need to use your mouse to drag it over, and if you stop here it will hit an object and trigger animation, right? So basically the logic is you need to have a raycasting from this object towards the end object here, and the direction, if it is on the right direction of the target, it will trigger their animation here. So let me just open this game, and you may notice that we have a lot of setup, and here actually is the core logic of the recasting, and we are using the to these events, which is our raycasting logics here. And you may notice like this is actually the core functionality that detect the raycasting, and for this particular node, it needs an origin and need a direction, right? So origin is actually this cute object here, and in order to get this object, they are doing a lot of like screen to word projection calculation here. So you may notice that the starting point is a laser, and we do have a laser. Let me find out. So we do have this laser cute object here, and we use this position, and we kind of, so because this object is a 2D object, you notice here, and we are getting this 2D position, which is a vector 2, by 2D, I mean you only have two value to represent your position on the screen. So you will only have a x, y, and we have to remap it to our like 3D position. Like why we're using this kind of 360, 640 number here is because, like for example, if I move this object, and you will see actually when I move it to the very left of the screen, and you will see it becomes the x value of it becomes minus 360. And if we move it to very bottom, to this corner here, you will see like it's actually it should be like 60/40. I It's a little bit weird too. But yeah, so this is a value like our screen resolution here. So we need to basically find that number and then get the vector 3 position relative to the entire game world. And we input this value, basically is this cute object's value, uh, to in like basically we need to get the value of this object 3D position in the 3D world. Similarly to the direction part, this is the direction part. Similarly, I think for the origin, oh yeah, so the origin minus the direction is how this laser get direction get calculated. So it is using the screen pan position. This node is returning a position of your finger point on the screen. So it did a similar sense, and we get the vector 3 number, and we input it here. So essentially, it got this recasting direction, and what it will do is to detect whether on this direction, this dotted line here, is hitting any object with a collider. So if let's say this little cute seed here is meeting the line, it will return the hit information through this port. So it will immediately return an array that you can use get item from array here, use hit information, which is important. You need to make sure that you select this hit information here, and you will get the object information out of this subgraph. So this is I encourage everybody to focusing on this part to get the very essence of how this shooting logic get done. And also, let's say something I might want to highlight uh, is the heating information we got is an array. Just remember that it's not a one single object. It's something you need to use get item from array to understand the like all the scene object information here. You can also to see like since we can get the scene object information, you can also compare it to the object you hit it. Let's say let's say you want to only trigger a certain functionality when you hit a flower or something, and you have to compare whether the object you hit, the hit information is equal to like the collider's which object the collider attached to. It could be in flower, it could be something else. um yeah, so that's might be the very essence of our raycasting. So you need to define the origin, you need to define the direction, and then you can also need to set up something for the seeds container here. A little bit you may notice that every sys has a collider attached to it, so you make sure that you have the collider set up for every target here. On the recast node will do the rest of the works. Hope that solved part of the problem. I didn't really dig into it because for a game complex like this, it has a lot of variable setup stuff. Like in like for example, the need to set up here. There are some prop setup here for the UIs. Also, you may notice we're using like start countdown, like some setup splash and fill image. So this is all related to the entire game routine, and we need to proper reset it and set it at the beginning of the game or at the end of the game. So to make sure that the game is proper running, but the core functionality is here. Cool. Rushed to
Wow.
to
That's very, very comprehensive. Thank you so much, Qinyu.
hope that
Yeah, before we move on, maybe we'd like to say hi to a few people who are here. I think a lot of folks from everywhere around the world, actually. So there's Ko Kwan Hua Wanda from Indonesia, Soy Valentino. I think, let me know where you're from. Is it Latam or Spain? And also Haley Ketpos is here as usual, and DevSep's making pasta while listening to us. Let us know what pasta you made. Just Relax is from South Korea. Thank you so much. And then Andre Gustav as well as President Play. Okay. Wow. And Thomas. Thomas are also here. Nice. Um, yeah, I
hello.
yeah, we also have a quick announcement to make. So, Effect Creator Reward is now launched to 14 more regions. So, if you are in Australia, Brazil, Finland, Indonesia, Ireland, Japan, Korea, Malaysia, Netherlands, Philippines, Poland, UAE, and Vietnam, you can now join to start earning rewards on your effects. And if you are gold batch level and above, you can definitely join this program right away. Otherwise, keep on creating. Let's move to the next question. Ooh, I love carbonara too. I know. So the next question is, can you walk through how to use instancing? Have you
Oh, you guys are throwing me all this complex question. Um, Instancy. Okay, so I think a good news is we have a lot of resources for it. Let me try to put that docs for us pretty quickly. Um, so instancy is actually it's just a concept for computer graphic. So it's like people like try to cheating the system that they find a way that can duplicate object rendering in just one draw call. So basically save GPU power to rendering like a large amount of objects, but they all like similar shape. And then we probably can use this instancy and apply it to certain gradient material, different color, and so that you can create something like leaves for the tree, the grasses for the ground, something like that. But with a minimal cost for the GPU performance. So we do provide a couple nodes that you can use. So we have the instance count. So basically, I think this one it's okay. I mean, you probably won't use it, but you can use ID. To to determine like how many to get the number of instance in their thing. Something I think very important is, let me try to see that whether we have released it or not. uh, Give me 1 second, let me bring that demo project out. Okay, I find it. So create a project, open project.
Oh, and regarding ECR, so if you haven't checked it out, we will have an office hour this Friday, so join that. It'll be led by Greg. The next one, on top of that, if you don't know that, we currently have two challenges going on. So the first one is the Minecraft challenge. This is on until 29th of October. The grand prize is 10 grand and the total prize pool is 30 grand. So if you haven't submitted an effect for the Minecraft challenge, definitely join in. Weston, our technical product manager, will also be dropping a new Minecraft mini game physics tutorial tomorrow. So lots of happening here at Effect House. And this Friday, so a couple of the community managers, including I, will be playing Minecraft in the Discord server. So join in and see how bad we are at this game.
Finally,
But
finally,
it'll
we're
be
allowed to play another software. Like if that house won't be our only software we can play with.
fun. Mhm. Oh,
Further, I think there was some issue with my project version, but I think Melody, I can point you guys to our place that basically our if I House YouTube lives. Somebody, our engineer called Melody, and she introduced how to use their instance ID over there. She actually shows how to use one of the template. We are currently doing designing a template for that. This template also gonna be released soon. But for to understand it, like before the template's out, if you want to learn how to use it, you can go ahead to check out this videos, and let me just show you this one. So in this video, it's weird. I'm doing live and also playing live. It's like a loop. So Melody actually talk about how to use their instances here, and you will like actually if you scroll a little bit later, you see like all this kind of sphere it generated is using the instance mat here. So you can just go ahead and check these tutorials, and she actually walks through how to use this one. I was supposed to show you guys their demo projects, but it's not actually right now very intuitive to use. You need to use material graphs. So if you have certain knowledge with like mature editing, mature scripting, this will be something you can test it out. But if you want to learn more, recommend you to check out this one, Porter template here. Yeah. Okay.
nice.
Hopefully
Thanks.
that's also part of your questions.
We have many technical questions today, don't we? Um, yeah, the next one is I think Thomas and Co, as well as Haley, are wondering about the Collider event and Collider info. Um,
Okay.
it will,
Mhm.
yeah. Hmm.
Like, want to understand how to use it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let me create a project here. So, by the way, we're also planning something for walk you through how to use these Collider events. But there's one simple sense I can show you guys is for collision events. So I actually create a subgraph for my own use, which is like if I open it. So basically, it's using this collision event. Oh, this is a wrong version, but I think the concept is you are. I need to re-edit collision events, and not this one. I should rename it collision event. So this is a node you should use for any collision related uh, logic, and we actually allow you to detect three different events: on enter, stay, and on exit. So if you have ever used any game engine before, it means like two object. So I can show you guys, like for example, if I have two image in the screen, one image and another image, and uh, and both of them, let's say, they all have their colliders. Let's add a box collider to each of them. Just make sure that you have the colliders added to the object so that you can use a collision event. Um, and after you add it, you will see from the 3D screen here, it covers a part of the image. It actually not perfectly covers the size of image. So this you need to be cautious about. So because the size of image doesn't matter here, but the size of the collider box matters here. So basically, this event can detect whether this object is like the first time they hit each other, it will trigger on enter event, and if you like this two cube here keep overlapping, it will trigger stay. Stay means the next logic will be triggered every frame as long as these two boxes overlap each other. And then on like the last one is actually on exit. It means like after you just exit the box, it will trigger the next event. So yeah, so this is a straightforward. So I set up so usually in order to define your interaction clearly, you might want to uh, clearly define how to which events you want to trigger on enter, which event you want to trigger on stay, and which one is on exit. So this is kind of this logic looks like. But to give you guys a quick show how to use it, let's say we can detect on start. Oh, and let's drag it over here. I'm not sure if we can use it. Yeah, you cannot. But you can gather collider
Can
and you.
specifically,
Mhm.
Ko is asking if we can apply collision to objects duplicated from instancing. This is
Oh,
what.
yeah, that's something we've been testing out and also realizing we cannot do that. So we cannot have a really perfect like collider shape for the instancing, because instancing is more like it actually is a one mesh, but it looks like different object in the scene, but it's essentially is a one mesh computer try to understand here, so that improves the performance. But later on, when like moving forward in the future, when we have more advanced features like VFX graph, that potentially can be done through that features. But now instancing cannot do such kind of collision. Yeah. But yeah,
Thanks.
so yeah, but you can
Yeah.
hack it like have like 10 object, make it small and duplicate it, and don't over complex our visual scripting graph. It's gonna challenge your computer a lot.
Yeah, we have about 8 minutes left. I think we can address the next question from Thomas, and it's regarding okay. Is it possible to set 3D model in AR plane by tapping the screen with precise XY position?
I think the question is about the target tracking.
Any possible 3D model in AR plane?
So basically, you can. I will give you a really theoretical way to do that. So actually, we have the Raincaster, right? So let's go back to the templates. I can maybe show you. So imagine this raycasting is a 3D ray, right? Imagine you were shooting this ray towards a plate. And like what you are detecting is this one is hitting a plate that, and actually, for example, this little cute seed here is some position you picked. And you can literally using recast to detect whether you hit this place and then trigger the model show up. like basically you need to set up a recasting logic and how you set up the plane, and um, it depends on the position of the plane relative to the 3D world. So make sure you do clearly you clearly know about how to do the projection part of it. So it's a vector mass. So if you don't know vector you can probably just Google it, and you will understand it immediately. It's pretty straightforward. It's just the origin minus the direction, something like that. And then you can use the recasting to trigger the event you want. It could be set an object visibility. It could be anything you want to show up on the screen. Hope that
Mm.
solved the problem really high level.
There's always the forum at community.effecthouse.com if you are stuck on technical questions. Um, and the next question is from Filter Deck. Do box colliders work with planes?
Yes. So for example, if I add a image here, so image is essentially a 3D plane that with an image texture. So if you add a box collider, it should do the works that you will see here. It wrap it up around this image. So you can also adjust the size of it and offside of it, and to meet your goal. Yeah, we won't be able to track really accurate, precise collision right now, because we're not like as good as a lot of advanced game engine. But it should be good enough for you make a simple and fun like mini game effect on TikTok.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Qinyu. That has been, it was a very good answer. Yeah. And I think we had one last questions. Let's see. It is hmm, okay. It
Yeah.
is
Funny thing,
um
I've been joking with some of our engineers recently. Like sometimes they will meet the moment that they couldn't answer the question from the live, and I told them like we should just record everything and edit it out in the end of the year and share that awkward moment with the community together. Like in my heart is nervous because sometimes I know our tool can do really complex stuff. I was like, wait, do I really know that? But yeah, just let me know if I couldn't figure it out. I will send the answer later with the helps from our smart engineer team.
it's a great sign that the creators like you are asking a lot of questions. That means um, everyone's very in tune with the latest releases, and one of our latest releases is target tracking. I don't know if you've tried this, but it's the capability to be able to have connect on offline to online, so you could have a sticker, which we did. We launched six stickers in 6 cities, and anyone who found them, they got a prize. And I think the winners have been announced. So what you can do is you either scan a graphic offline, and then you use your phone, activate TikTok use your effect, and see how that 2D object comes to life on uh, augmented reality on TikTok. So it's very it's a very the possibility is endless with that one. Have you seen any cool target tracking effect? Seen you?
Yeah, I'm showing one right now. Like somebody create like so basically like I know you shared before some people like doing like their beat autumn festival effects, right? Like
That that
basically
whole AR from Vietnam.
yeah, that's super cool. And also this one is also really cool. Like they put their Effect House logo into a really animated
Yeah,
stuff. It gives us a
that was
cute
my
art
fam
behind
from Greece. Yeah.
the
So
door. Yeah, that's from fan.
yeah.
And yeah, like I think there is some setup you need to do, but check out our loan resource. We have the visual scripting set up for you, so you just need to make sure that you follow this particular sections here in order to properly run your target tracking. And then you
Mm.
can just pick an article, pick an image, and also you make sure the image is using have all this kind of resolution requirement, pattern requirement, so that camera can read this is the image I'm looking for. Otherwise, camera is really dumb to understand that.
Okay. Cool. I think that brings us to the end of the office hour for today. Thumbs up if you found this useful. And if we didn't get to answer your questions, as usual, hit up our forum at community.effecthouse.com. Remember to follow us on our socials at Effect House on TikTok, Instagram, Discord, and Twitter. This office hour will also be uploaded in the next few days, so subscribe to our YouTube and you'll be the first to access our tutorials. As I mentioned, there are several events coming up. Check them out in the Discord announcement. And the Minecraft, there will be a session on Ask Anything about the Minecraft challenge. So if you have questions about it, go ahead and join us there. So yeah. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day and see you at the same time in 2 weeks. See ya.
Bye.